Thanks for sticking with us. The first Democratic primary debates in the United States took place on Tuesday night, shining light upon issues such as gun control, the power of big companies, and foreign policy. However, some important issues such as immigration and police brutality were only briefly discussed. Bianca Perez reports from Washington.
During the first Democratic primary debate, which lasted about 2 hours, Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton were able to shine, leaving the other three contenders, Jim Webb, Lincoln Chafee, and Martin O'Malley, far behind. Some experts believe that a lack of preparation hurt these three candidates most, leaving the field open for the two frontrunners.
Yesterday, we expected Sanders to be more confrontational with Hillary, and that wasn't the case, and she was very cautious on how she approached him when she had to criticize him on certain ideas. She was very cautious because she understands that the group of people that he represents, in this case, more of the leftist, far leftist side of the Democratic Party, is with him, and she doesn't want to alienate those voters.
A college degree today, Dana, is the equivalent.
Senator Sanders stuck to his platform as he demonstrated his liberal views throughout the night, speaking of issues that appeal to younger generations and social movements. His often controversial statements have led him to become one of the front runners as he has established himself as a candidate of the people.
I am seeing in this country too many lives being destroyed for nonviolent offenses. We have a criminal justice system that lets CEOs on Wall Street walk away, and yet we are imprisoning or giving jail sentences to young people who are smoking marijuana. I think we have to think through this war on drugs. Black Lives Matter.
One of the most controversial topics, which was only briefly spoken about, was the Black Lives Matter movement, on which all candidates agreed a structural reform of the criminal justice system is necessary.
We need to tackle mass incarceration, and this may be the only bipartisan issue in the Congress this year. We actually have people on both sides of the aisle who have reached the same conclusion, that we cannot keep imprisoning more people than anybody else in the world.
Citizens overall felt that the debate was more successful than the GOP debates that have occurred thus far. Some also felt that the lack of diversity in the candidates left out many important topics that could have been addressed more in depth.
This wasn't a debate. It was a brawl like the two Republican debates. This was more even-handed, and I thought it was incredibly thoughtful and substantive across the board.
The next Democratic debate is scheduled to take place on November 14th at Drake University in Des Moines, Iowa. Bianca Perez, teleSUR, Washington, D.C.